This is Danny, and this is Destiny, and this is my first upload as a Warlock. Yeah, as a Warlock.
Control. Alpha Team.
Burning Shrine is the map, and I gotta say, I felt a little clunky the whole time. Well, maybe a lot clunky. Until the end, when I get a hold of some heavy ammo. Let me tell you something universal. Once you get heavy ammo, it doesn't matter what your class is. And it's so very important, as you can see in this gameplay. Anyway, I spawn. I forget which team it just said, but it's kind of weird, these spawns. You can pretty much go to any side, you know? You can go to A or C, and you're gonna meet the other team there. Pretty much 90% of the time. I really like this map because of that. There's no, give me control zone. You can easily send 3 players, or 2 players to each control zone, and easily take all 3 control zones from the beginning of the map. In fact, I'm actually thinking about recommending to Arctic, because he does a lot of player challenges when he does his subscriber streams on Saturdays and Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, the Breakfast Club. You should really watch it. It's very entertaining. It's the best Crucible PvP stream there is on the internet. You gotta check it out. But that would be cool. I'll let him know, maybe in a Twitter message or something. Hey man, how about this for a challenge? If you're playing in the Burning Shrine, don't let the enemy capture a control zone. Because I think it's doable, definitely. This one in Rusted Lands, but this one for sure. Anyway, I'm playing very tentative, as you can see. Don't know what's, I've had the Warlock for a while, but not much for PvP, so I don't really know its capabilities. It feels kind of slow. That guy's invisible. This guy goes invisible the whole map, and in reality, he owns me the whole map. Beginner's Luck, or Luke, or Luck, or whatever. And he actually makes me very frustrated, to the point where I'm like saying to myself, you're so lucky I don't have my Titan. You're so lucky I don't have my Titan. Which isn't really unfair. It is kind of unfair, because he plays in a style that will result in getting a lot of kills and making Guardians very salty. Kind of hanging back, checking his radar, kneeling, and just saving up his grenades for those close quarters engagement. He's using the last word, which is a very OP weapon when it comes to up close battles. You're going to win a lot of gunfights using that thing with the hip fire and the fan fire and all that stuff. Anyway, so I try to play tentative too, and I get double teamed here. Yeah, I think I would have got him if that other guy wasn't there. I mean, that's why he was running away, because I had him on the tick, on the damage over time tick. But hey, they flipped spawn, so I'm thinking, I'm gonna bait him by trying to capture this control zone, and I'll snipe him as he comes around the corner. But this guy is so smart. He doesn't even challenge. He knows what's going on. So I think he's leaning over towards trying to get C, because if you look at the way these guys are playing, okay, right, that guy right there who had a golden gun, he just got killed by a rocket. I thought I killed him. So in a couple seconds, you're gonna see me with my Xbox record that command, and the resulting record that was successful. See, there it is. That I shouldn't have recorded it. That wasn't a Golden Tears. It was somebody else's Golden Tears, not mine. There he is, invisible again, and I'm so confident I would have got him. And I missed 2 body shots. I should watch that in slow motion. Actually, I already did watch it in slow motion. I missed both of those body shots by I hit him in the close. It was close, but I didn't get him. It's really unfortunate. Anyway, I totally got. That was like 40 tangents right there. Oh man, this Thorn is beast too. I shouldn't complain about him using an OP gun when I have an OP gun myself. And I finally get him with a super, which is kind of lame, right? Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, you got him with the super. Recognize that guy was over there with the lightning grenade, so I backed off, only to get Fist of Havoc by his teammate. I heard a really funny term today that made me chuckle a little bit. I was watching 402 Thunder's video. He doesn't upload very much anymore, which is unfortunate, because I really like his commentary. He says he's got a really cool style that I appreciate. But anyway, he came up with a really funny term called Fist of Panic. And the reason why I chuckle is because I'm so guilty of that. It's not even funny. Like I'll be running around maybe on Firebase Delphi. I'll find myself in Control Zone B, which I normally don't do. I'm usually on the outskirts trying to control the areas around B, and I'll just panic and do a fist of panic out of nowhere and kill absolutely nobody. In fact, I did a fist of panic yesterday while gaming on Blind Watch. I'll go over to, because I just got killed off the roof near C, and C is the control zone that you really want to get on Blind Watch. And I'm running back over there to make sure that nobody's going to take the control zone, and there's nobody there. I was like, oh, that's weird. But there was somebody crouching just on the outside of it, and he started, causing damage on me. So I jumped up in the air and Fist of Havoc, but I aimed wrong, and I Fist of Havoc right off of the map. Right over the rail. It was gone. Oh, this guy melees me because he's a melee shotgun, and that's their instincts. Shotgun and melee. He's just going to camp there the whole time. So anyway, I remember what I was trying to say. These guys are looking to have inside control. It's an interesting tactic when you're playing this map. Do you want the inside zones where you have Charlie and Bravo, and you can pick up people coming through this big door, and then you got the two long hallway, long line of sights where you can control people? Or do you want the inside where you can hide behind cover inside those upstairs area? There's two of them, one on either side. And this part really took me off. And who was it? Yeah, this guy got a quad feed with a sniper. I was wondering why my teammates were just sitting there. I thought they were being really good teammates and not trying to take the heavy, but that was not the case. But since he's on a streak now, he's got the blade dancer, so he kills me again. So at this point, I am super frustrated. We're down 3,000 points, and I'm about to rage. But I'm thinking, you know what? There's only one way I'm going to get better as a Warlock. I got to keep playing. I get a lucky body shot right there for the kill. And I'm going to kind of creep around Zone A. I know I got some heavy ammo out there. And look, there's another heavy ammo. So I'm going to grab this guy and then run away right away because I think they have outside spawns and reload. This is where I start to go off. I don't think I die anymore until the end of the match. But anyway, what was I saying? Controlling the inside of the map is great because you have a lot of areas to stage, but when you stare looking outside, you have some visual issues that you're going to have with the sun. See how I'm staring at the sun right there and it's hard to see stuff? You're going to have some problems acquiring targets looking into the bright sun. On the other hand, if you're on the outside looking at the inside, you do have the visual advantage, but you don't have... There's only 3 ways to get inside. Only 3, and it's all on the same z-axis, the same height level. So I really, really like the thought that they put into this map with, everybody has the same chance no matter if you're going to A or C or even B. No matter what zone you're going to go to, you're very likely going to end up showing up at that zone the same exact time as the enemy. It's great. And the dynamic of being inside and outside and having the advantage of cover on the inside and the disadvantage of the sun, but having the advantage of the sun if you're on the outside, but the disadvantage of only 3 points of entry and not having very much cover. It's great. I love it. Anyway, we're coming up towards the end of the map, and we just took the lead. Actually, there's still so many points to score, but as you can see, I turned this game around by getting a hold of some heavy. And it wasn't even heavy that I had picked up on a heavy ammo inbound. It was because I got a little bit lucky and I took out some people who happened to be holding heavy. Once with my sniper and another one I think with a super, initially with the thorn. There's some heavy out there, but I'm not going to pick it up because I'm expecting I'm going to die at any moment, and I just want to make sure if I do die, I can go right back towards that heavy. That's a tip and help me here. That is a great tip and tactic when you're trying to roll with heavy. If you have enough heavy, don't pick up heavy ammo. Save it for your next life. There it is. So, yeah, the guy was owning me. Beginner's luck, the whole map. But, we came back and we won by an even 2,000. That's great. Heavy can change the course of a map. We were down 3 and we were up 2 at the end. There you go, 23 and whatever, 2.09 KD ratio. That's all the time I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed my first Warlock gameplay upload. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.